if you missed the news on this, Marcus Smart, who was on the Grizzlies roster for a minute.
We think.
I hesitate to say he played for the Grizzlies.
Didn't really play.
He was on the Grizzlies roster. They paid him money.
Yeah,
they paid him
$21 million a year.
They paid him money to be on the Grizzlies
Frickin'
roster.
bum.
He was on a podcast recently doing some sort of interview and was asked, who are the ugliest fans of the NBA? He said Memphis. And I think that's the biggest load of crap.
You know what we're gonna do?
Look, we have
I had a Marcus Smart jersey in my closet. That, first of all, had never been worn because he wasn't around enough to wear it.
You couldn't even.
So in the restaurant industry, when you're out of something,
yes,
you 86 it.
That's
so
exactly
first
right.
thing we're gonna do is we're gonna 86
86
Marcus Smart. All right, Marcus Smart. We're also gonna give you the FU Marcus Smart. Okay, FU Marcus Smart.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Where It's At podcast, where we thought we were going to talk about culture, music, and sports and that sort of thing. And sometimes we talk about conspiracy theories. See last episode. I even looked more into the moon landing since that last episode. We have loads. If we ever just get bored of talking about whatever we're talking about, we're going to conspiracy theories only, and we will have like maybe the greatest podcast ever. My name is J.R. Moore. You can call me Justin or J.R. To my right, Alex Rasmussen. To my left, I won't say what his friends call him. We call him Greg Graber. Welcome, boys. How are we today?
We're great. What do your friends call you?
I'm good. The Timu Gavin Newsom.
I can see that.
I think it's the hair. Yeah.
You never want to be teaming anything, but
it's my fault. I was sitting in a.
But Gavin Newsom's a good one.
Yeah, we were some guys.
I'll
take it. But Timu, I won't say some of the other adjectives they used. So one of my buddies were sitting in a casino in Louisiana because I'm working with a team. After the work was done, obviously, a couple coaches, another guy. It's like, you Gavin Newsom looking MFer? And then there he goes, no, he's a Timu guy.
Oh,
Gavin
no.
Newsom. So here we go.
That's
tough.
Friends are tough.
Friends are tough, man. That's how you know they're friends.
Yeah,
if they can give you the business like that.
Yeah, there's some psychology that says the more your friends josh with you,
100%.
That's male bonding.
If your friends don't make fun of you, they're probably not your friends.
That's a good point.
Which is
They're fake. They're fake.
They're fake friends. They're AI friends.
we all can use some AI friends. It's some AI only fans models in our portfolio. I hear there's guys making like millions of dollars with like OnlyFans AI models. How did I miss that?
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
Like just getting bots to do it? AI model bots?
They create like an AI. They basically just create an AI person and find a way to market that appropriately.
Couldn't you just do that on ChatGPT to yourself?
You could, you could, except that if they find the way a model looks, if they whatever they put into that prompt to find a way a model looks, if they see it taken off, then they can still use that same model to create whatever they need to create.
Fetish specific.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of Instagram accounts that like I get fed into my algorithm. And I'm like, this person has 1.1 million followers, but this looks weird. What's going on here? And you figured out that it's AI. I'm like, who on earth is following this and why?
Yeah, the rabbi has blown up my.
Oh
my
yeah.
In the blue, he's AI, and he's like, Jews don't buy stocks, we buy real estate. And
yes!
Have you seen this guy?
Yes, yeah. My dad has sent me videos of him.
He's AI. He's AI.
He's AI. I'm like, come on, man. Why are you?
He's blowing up. He's 6,000 comments on every video he posts.
That's crazy.
Jews knew we were going to war weeks ago. We bought oil and defense stocks. I was like, okay, Rabbi.
Rabbi all knowing.
They have gold.
Gosh.
Him and Barron Trump, who apparently bought $30 million in oil a couple weeks ago.
It is. My dad sends me more AI videos. I'm like, Dad.
He's got no idea.
Dad, you know this is AI, right?
The blue interior in the truck should have given it away.
Should have given it away. Speaking of blue interior, we have it.
Yeah, we do.
We have a basketball. We have a university that has a blue interior in our city,
They got nice jerseys.
and they have a.
I found this on Nike's website the other day. I was looking for jerseys for our set. You guys know I like to keep it. And I was like, damn, they're pushing the Memphis jersey
You know
on
what?
Nike's website.
What's crazy about up close, that jersey looks great, and I get why they like this jersey's awesome. I hate these jerseys.
Yeah.
You cannot read the number from distance.
Oh, the black.
The black on the blue and that white outline is not defined enough or thick
See
enough.
that. Yeah. It's
If you're
small,
if you're 50 feet away, you cannot see what number that
it's probably
it
a good
is.
thing.
And because they change a roster every year,
We don't know.
you need
we don't know
the
who that
number
guy
and
is.
the name on the back to know who you're watching.
Yeah.
And if you can't see it in the arena, you can't see it on TV. I really need to get rid of these uniforms.
I've never seen a Memphis basketball team go in the shitter like this one.
This is incredible.
Yeah, it's the worst since what, 1969? Did I
Yeah,
read?
Penny Hardaway
Somewhere?
may never win another game.
You thought Tig Price was bad.
Ooh, Tick was
The
bad.
the Tick Price Johnny Jones thing was like the valley. That was the bottom of the barrel for us, and we have somehow reached rock bottom further than that. And I don't, at least certainly in my lifetime.
Yeah,
Well, you're a friend of Penny Hardaway. You've talked to him.
Yeah, I talked to him a couple days ago before I went out of town to work with these teams I was just
Sure.
referencing. And I just called him, I was a little bit worried about him. I've seen some of his clips in the media. He was good. He joked. He said, I got like 9 guys I need you to work with. Can you do it before the conference tournament? Just kidding. He's like, I'll be fine. I'm good. You know how people are. I feel bad for him. I heard Chris Vernon say something recently in one of his videos I saw, and I agree with him. I mean, and we talked about it last episode. He had the 29-win season.
Sure.
Went to the NCAA tournament. I feel like a lot of the stuff that's going on is not Penny's fault. There's donor fatigue.
Yeah.
There's people questioning the return on investment, Alex. We've talked about that before. The landscape of college basketball has shifted so much, and it's tough for big mid-major programs like Memphis trying to keep up. And I heard, not through anyone necessarily involved with the program, but other people that and I don't know if this is true or not, guys aren't sort of stepping up with their NIL pledges. Players aren't getting paid. Don't know if that's true or not. It's interesting.
That could be true. I think that's not exclusive to Memphis.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That happens way more places than
I would agree
just
with that.
Memphis.
I would agree.
If that's happening,
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that too. I don't think that's just a Memphis thing only.
Yeah.
It only becomes a thing now because they're losing so much.
Yeah.
Now the dirt starts
I
coming
agree.
to light. However, they do have more money and spend more money than any other team in this
I
conference.
agree. And
There are not a lot of excuses.
I mean, if they do want to get rid of him and they're strategic about it and they have a better candidate in place and they have a dignified exit plan for him, who can question it, right?
Yeah.
But
If it's a 500 season, I think the last time we kind of all had this take, he gets another season.
Our last episode, I felt pretty good about he's coming back, and I don't know the answer to that now.
It's gone the other way.
I don't know that I don't know that
I think if he is going to exit, now's the time.
But I read a Dan Wolken article on it
Yep.
this afternoon when I was supposed to be working, and he's talking about, unlike some of these other NBA guys, Penny had several good years, like made the NCAA, I want to say 3 out of 5 years, stuff like that, where some of these guys, I want to say like Clyde Drexler and Ewing,
absolutely.
they were
Stackhouse.
abysmal. Yeah. Who's the Mullen? Chris Mullen.
Yeah,
right?
Chris Mullen was a disaster.
I'm on the record saying as long as Penny Hardaway wants to be here, he's the guy's a legend.
It's been disappointing and it's been underachieving, but it hasn't been a disaster. This year is a disaster.
Yeah.
But if you just take this year out, let's just take away your worst year and your best year, it's been like okay. But it's been underachieving. I mean, they've won one NCAA tournament game in 8 years.
Yeah, it's tough.
That is not
tough to justify.
That is not in the last 50 years,
Yeah.
55, 60 years. That's not relevant to or doesn't line up with Memphis's historical record.
Memphis
Not even
basketball is
close.
Sweet 16. It was Sweet 16 or bust forever.
And you could
As long
almost
as we've
take
been.
Calipari out,
Yeah, you
arguably
could.
because he's such an outlier.
That's
It is
right.
an outlier.
Sure,
right?
I'll do
you
that.
can take that outlier. We should have Dana Kirk,
Yeah,
Finch,
yeah.
did it.
Yeah, I
Bartow
agree.
before him.
And I
Yeah,
hate
Pastner.
Pastor even
Sure.
got there and had more success.
I agree. I was leery about the hire to begin with. Not anything against Penny. Love Penny.
Yeah.
Because I knew at some point it's going to end this way.
Yep.
That's how college basketball
Yes.
coaching tenures end.
I don't think it's gotten messy.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's
Not
going
yet.
to.
It's
Well,
going to.
okay, and that's
Well,
why I
this
think
is-
if you're gonna do it before it gets
I
messy.
disagree. I think it gets messy if they do it here. These people still talk about them firing Larry Finch
At the
a
hot dog
year
stand.
a year after the same thing. A 5 seed got knocked off by Drexel, had a great team, and got knocked off by Drexel in the first round. It was a 12-5 game, and then the very next year had a bad year and didn't have a lot of and was losing recruits to Tennessee.
Ran him out of town.
And they fired him at the hot dog stand. That was 30 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't
They
want that
still
to-
talk
yeah.
about it. If you get rid of him now, even though it's ugly as this is, you're going to have half the fan base is going to go, thank God, it's about time. And the other half is going to go, they did him wrong. That's Penny Hardaway. That's our proudest alum. We cannot do this now.
That's right.
However, if you do it next year, I feel like everybody, including Penny, knows the score.
I agree.
They like
Get rid of his staff like they do. That's always.
Get him a
But
If
it's a
you
lame
look-
duck season. It's a lose-lose situation.
Yes,
but
but
I
it-
think because, to your point, who he is, arguably the most storied player ever in program history, best pro we've ever produced.
he is still like the front door of your university everywhere.
Give him that year just because of who he is.
Is that
if
what
it's
he
anyone
wants?
else, he would have been fired 3 years
That's
ago.
100%. He wouldn't. Nobody else would be getting this kind of leeway.
So, and also, I hate to say this, but it seems like some of this is based on racial lines, like a lot of stuff in our beloved fair city. So it's interesting. Another writer that I read, a basketball guy, Rob Douster, you probably read him before. He was suggesting that Steve Forbes could be the next coach. That's a guy at Wake Forest who hasn't been to an NCAA tournament in 7 years.
Forbes talked about like when he was at was he at Chattanooga?
Yeah,
or
no, that was
Yes.
Will Wade. He was at East
Forbes is
State.
at East Tennessee State.
East Tennessee State. That's right.
When Will was
That's
it.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
But yeah, like if that's the best we can do, keep Penny.
I mean, yeah. Who are you going to get that's going to?
Yeah.
Wait, Forbes has been at Wake Forest for 7 years.
Has it really been
He's
that
just
long?
such a likable
Or he
guy.
hasn't been to the
He's-
tournament in 7 years, but he's been there. I would say 7 years,
Yeah.
5 to 7. But
It's not that there's not
Yeah.
another competent coach who can come in here and do a great job. That 100% exists. But I can't think of anybody that you're going to be like, that's the guy who's going to reinvigorate the fan base to fill up FedEx Forum again.
It's not a program right now where coaches are beating down the door to come to
No,
anymore.
It used to be.
Used to be.
Used to be. I want to ask you
that
this, though.
sucks. I hate hearing that.
As a man who does what you do for a living, Greg, and maybe this is not something you attack, maybe it is. They've quit. They've quit on him.
They have.
What do you do about what? How do you address that?
So-
Whether it be a coach or as
It's hard. So
as a middle coach.
I think,
or coach.
from what I see for the different teams that I work with, these are some of the perils or possible perils of the NIL portal era.
Sure.
It's all about instant gratification.
Yep.
Good kids, nothing against them. If I'm that age, I'm going for that bag too, right?
100%. They're making more money than they may ever make in their life.
Yeah, and they're myopic on that.
Yeah.
I've even talked to a couple kids that are making $2-3 million a year. I'm not going to name the schools. They're like, I don't love the game. I'm going to retire next year. And they've played a couple of years, like
Yeah.
2 or 3 years. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
But that's what they're up against. So how can you really coach, in Penny's defense and all their defense, how can you coach these young men, I'm not going to call them kids, when they're making that kind of money and they have that many people in their ear?
Yep.
Agents, portal managers, homeboys wanting a piece. I think I told you guys before, I hope I didn't mention it in a previous episode. I was working with one high major kid. Phone is blowing up. He goes, that's my 7th grade coach. I hadn't talked to him in years. He's wanting to work me out now all of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's what they're dealing with.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't answer that.
They're
You know,
flying
it's like-
Instagram models into town. They're going to the casinos. I mean, you're talking about a different college athlete than what you were dealing with 3 years ago.
It is a weird deal of like when it goes south, what is the what is the pride and loyalty thing that used to maybe exist with a school, or just fighting for a spot on this roster, fighting for a scholarship, or fighting for playing time. Yeah. I don't say that to mean that I don't think they should get paid, because I think they should.
Yeah.
100% think they should. That was wrong what was done with not paying them forever. However, nobody's figured out how to make this work correctly.
It's hit a critical mass.
I've had an idea recently, because you remember when they said, hey, you can't come to the NBA until you're 18 or 19 or whatever it was. I think they need to put a ceiling on the other side of this now, where you got the kid that just got kicked out of USC because he's 32 years old. He's 26, just 32 and had 4 kids.
Jeez.
Like, let's give them till they're 24 years old, 23 years old, and then say, okay, like you're not a college athlete anymore.
Sure. I mean, I think that's.
Let's get back to being kids and college athletes.
I like they get one free transfer whenever they want it. Then after that, each subsequent one, they sit a year out. Unless a coach leaves and they get a free one.
The problem is like the BYU kids who go on a mission. Go on a mission and they come back. And they're adults because for religious purposes, they go on a mission for 2 years and then they come back or whatever. Right. They're married with children and then go back to college and they have all of their eligibility. Or what's his face? What's the old guy that played quarterback for Florida State?
Carson.
No. He was
Winky. Chris Winky.
Winky, he was
played baseball and then comes back.
And came back and played. It was like 29.
I think you get into legalities. I think it's a good idea, but I think you get into.
They're going to sue. Yeah. How can you tell us we can't? Yeah. I can't make a living. It's ageism, whatever. I don't know how they do it. And even back to relative to the Tigers. When it's going well, it's easy to make it go well. Everybody's making money. We're winning games. This is awesome. When it goes south, I don't know what levers. Any coach, not just Penny, but any coach where it's going poorly, what levers do you have to pull? Yeah. Especially if you have an old team who may not have eligibility left. Or maybe they just know, I can just jump in the transfer portal and go make
that's what it is.
$500,000 at wherever, at Oklahoma State next year or whatever, And so, like, what do they...
I'll tell you another.
Even NBA players are fighting for a job. Like the guys playing for the Grizzlies right now, they're fighting to stay in the NBA. So they're playing hard to try to stay.
And Meshack.
They're trying to get a contract.
I worked with Prosper at Marquette. What a good kid, by the way.
He's a great kid.
I'm so glad he got signed.
He took an elbow.
So glad he got signed. But like, what do they?
Well, to your point though, it's portal roulette.
Yes.
Like, look at some of these teams that were supposed to be really good this year. I'll give you another example. Louisville. Supposed to be really strong this year. They're not. And they've got the pieces.
But you can't gel.
You can't gel.
And I'll tell you, an unintended consequence from this is now the kids that are maybe a 1, 2, maybe even a 3-star coming out of high school are not going to get D1 looks.
Without a doubt.
Now those guys got to go
That's no longer the path.
No longer.
Yeah, they don't want.
So if unless you're a 4 or 5-star kid, you're going to JUCO or D2, and then you're trying to get film and trying to get tape to get into D1 now. Right. So now you're pushing those kids' careers back. 1, 2, maybe 3 years.
Without a doubt.
It's such a weird deal.
It's weird times, man. It's all about instant gratification. All about it. Like I've told you before, I'll have kids tell me in December, we start working with them in June in the preseason. Sure. December, right after the season starts, some kids are like, I'm not coming back here next year. It's like, just try.
Yeah.
Just try a little bit.
Yeah, like what is your...
I'm going to take my ball and go home.
What is your thing when it's... I got to imagine it's different talking to... Your job is different trying to talk to these players now...
without a doubt.
Versus when they were on scholarship athletes and they'd planned on staying at wherever they are for 3 years.
I used to talk to them, and my spills would be, hope no coaches are listening, little more team oriented. Sure. Now it's like, okay, you want to be more productive, you want to be better at your performance. Here are the things we need to do to make you better. I mean, that's the way you got to do it.
Make you better.
Yeah.
It has to shift.
Because I can't ever say to a kid, next year you're going to be a starter. You're going to be so good. You can't do that anymore.
No.
He'll be in the portal.
Half of my repetoire is gone because of that.
Yeah, next year you'll be in a starter on a different team.
There's no more work. There's no more working hard. It's interesting.
It's unfortunate too.
I hope some of it changes.
That's crazy.
And I do this is a bad position, not just for the school, not just for Penny, the team, for the city.
It really is.
It's divisive.
It really is. When was the last time that the Tigers and Grizzlies Both were not good.
I can't remember.
Heartbreaking.
I can't either.
Yeah. Usually one of them is good.
Usually they flip flop.
Yeah.
One's awesome, one's not.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the last time both, if ever, they were both really, really bad.
Yeah.
And the city does not need that. It's one of the silly things to say about like sports brings us together, but like in reality it does.
Maybe suffering.
It all puts us in the same arena cheering for the same thing.
That's right.
It's like the last shared communal thing where it doesn't matter who's sitting next to you. We're all pulling for the home team.
Yeah. I just it'll be interesting to see what happens.
All right.
Do we stay loyal to Penny and build around it?
Taking a vote, Alex. Is Penny back next year or not?
Yeah, you got to give him another year.
Greg?
Got to give him another year.
I think he's back next year too. It's like one of those things
It's behind you, Penny.
I would not be shocked if because what if he loses out? What if he doesn't win another game? Loses first round of loses against Tulane, and then loses in the first round of if they make them. What if he doesn't make the American tournament? What if he loses the last game of the season and they don't make the American Conference tournament? That is
stop the bleeding.
I'm on Jupiter right now of how unheard of that is.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
So
I want to see the structures that they're going to put behind him though too.
I wouldn't be
NIL,
shocked.
revenue sharing, marketing. Do we see this team marketed anywhere? I don't. I was thinking about that driving in. We used to see billboards and stuff.
Sure did.
No marketing.
You're not
no
activating these kids at all.
That's exactly right. They talk about that. They're
running
on a deficit.
Yeah.
There's no marketing involved.
And there's, the way that Memphis Tiger Sports is run between Learfield and the athletic department, they work together. It's a symbolic relationship. There's a bridge probably that's going to have to be built there to figure that piece out because all the sponsorships going through Learfield and then the players are playing are Tiger players, right? So they're different entities.
Interesting.
That you got to figure out how to bridge. Yeah. That's got to happen.
It just doesn't seem like there's much buzz about them in the last few years.
No.
It's like,
I mean, you got a kid like Curtis Givens whose dad is a local star.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the kid's playing for the Tigers. Like, he should be everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. Curtis should be on billboards.
100%.
Curtis,
good-looking kid.
Not Dad. Curtis.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
No offense, Dad. He's
you too, Dad.
He's paid me before.
All white party,
together.
baby.
We'll do
I worked with CG3 when he was at Montverde in high school. Great
nice.
kid. Yeah, before he went to LSU.
That's awesome.
Nice kid.
We've talked about this a lot, but who replaces Penny? I mean, who could replace?
So
can you get Calipari back?
Could we stomach those post-game press conferences? The BS.
Oh man, I tell you when he's on your
Stansbury.
Stansbury's got to love me some Stansbury.
Where is he now?
He's in Western Kentucky, just chilling out. His son is the analytics guy at NC State. Isaac, always nice enough to take me to the airport and stuff. We talk about his dad.
I love Stansbury.
Slick Rick is the best, man.
Slick Rick, man.
Slick Rick.
Well, he fit in great here.
Yeah,
he did.
That'd be my vote.
He got a lot of the good players
He sure did.
a couple seasons ago.
2 seasons ago,
Yes.
when this roster was loaded and we had whatever
in the NIL era,
he was behind that.
That's the kind of guy you want.
That's the
less
kind of
about
guy.
floor coaching. It's more about getting kids.
That's absolutely right.
Paying kids. Now it's legal.
You need Stansbury to be the general manager. Is what you
my
need.
gosh. He's great.
That's what you need.
He's great.
That'd be my vote. Do you have one?
I love it. I told you out of loyalty, Bill Armstrong. at McNeese State, but I love some Slick Rick.
Any names on your list?
I don't have it. No, I don't. I don't. There's nobody I can think of that's like that's a.
Taylor Jenkins is still in town.
Hey, here we go.
Why not?
Come on, Taylor.
They're pros.
You get a floor coach.
I mean,
pair him with move
put a
Penny
general
into the
manager.
GM role.
No, let Slick Rick be the GM. Penny can be the face of the whatever CEO, right?
All right.
It's fantastic. I mean,
I want Slick Rick cutting the money out.
if they need it, but here's the thing: if they're going to hire a GM, they need to have already done that.
No,
Because the transfer portal is already rolling.
Yeah, April 7th. They pushed it back a little.
Yeah,
Come
but you
on,
think they ain't
Tigers.
talking?
No, yeah.
They're
They
already know who's going to be in it.
Well, without a doubt. They
already know who's
started
gonna be in
talking
it.
in December.
Let's get this thing rolling. Oh, all right. Let's hope.
We're with you, Penny.
We're with you,
It's been
Penny.
a rough 2 weeks for Memphis fans.
Has, man.
This
It
is the
has
Good
been.
News podcast, and it's gonna be a lot of bad news for you.
You know,
guys.
well, you know what? I think that's the worst news because
First world problems.
I'm ready to put our next thing we're going to talk about. I'm ready to fight on this one.
Oh, me too.
I'm ready to fight.
Yeah. Hey guys, I want to talk to you about signature advertising. For over 30 years, signature advertising has helped brands stand out, connect, and grow. We're a full-service marketing firm, but at heart, we're storytellers who know how to get results. We've worked with everything from startup companies to the biggest brands on the planet, including global leaders like FedEx, Hilton Hotels, ServiceMaster, TruGreen, and International Paper, as well as purpose-driven organizations like St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. If you're ready for a smarter strategy and creative that delivers, let's talk. Learn more at signature901.com.
If you missed the news on this, Marcus Smart, who was on the Grizzlies roster for a minute.
We think.
We don't. I hesitate to say he played for the Grizzlies.
Didn't really play.
He was on the Grizzlies roster. They paid him money.
Yeah,
they paid him
$21 million a year.
They paid him money to be on the Grizzlies roster.
Bum.
He was on a podcast recently doing some sort of interview and was asked, "Who are the ugliest fans of the NBA?" Of NBA teams.
And you've been in the league for 8-9 years. Like, you don't walk into that trap, do you?
You would think so. You would think so. Except he said Memphis, and I think that's the biggest load of crap.
Memphis women are beautiful, bro.
Listen,
I don't know what women
best.
you're looking at.
What is it? Okay,
Like what?
dude. I'm a well-traveled individual.
Yes, you are.
I'm not going to poo-poo on other cities necessarily, because I have seen pretty girls everywhere. If we're going ratios, though,
Bro.
the South has more of them.
Without a doubt.
Are you telling me in
beautiful
Cleveland,
Cleveland,
in Milwaukee,
Detroit,
get in Detroit,
Toronto?
bro?
Utah.
I have been to these
No,
places.
Utah has good looking.
Utah has beautiful
It does,
people.
it
Yes.
does.
I've been to these places.
Yeah.
The Northeast,
Sacramento.
Boston, get out of my face.
Yeah, get out
Boston.
of my face is right.
I love Boston.
Get
but
out
you're
of my
right.
face.
And the thing is, he spent so much time on the bench staring up into the crowd. You
Yeah.
wouldn't think he'd know. Like,
Bro, everybody, how come everybody who goes to SEC football games at Ole Miss
it's a whole
and
thing.
Mississippi State, they're like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. How are all these pretty people and these
Yeah.
pretty girls in the same spot?
SEC guy getting the
Well,
girl.
where do they
is
come from?
Do you guys remember
They
Platinum
come from
Plus?
Memphis.
Platinum Plus, do I ever?
I don't. I had a friend tell
I'm
me
an
about
investor.
it. I had a friend tell if I had that money back I spent in my 20s and 30s,
Could you
I'd
imagine?
be retired.
Platinum Plus, tell me about this
I
place.
mean,
I
what is
just-
that? He's ridiculous. And I love some of the comments on social from some of the beautiful Memphis ladies calling him ugly. She's like, who is he to judge looks?
I know somebody call him a Lego
You
head.
know what?
Yeah, wasn't that great?
You know what, Scott? Let's. You know what we're gonna do?
Look, we have a-
'Cause I had a Marcus Smart jersey
Market.
in my closet. And first of all,
Unbelievable.
it had never been worn because he wasn't around enough
he
to
wasn't-
wear it.
you couldn't even-
So in the restaurant industry, when you're out of something,
Yes.
you 86 it.
That's
so
exactly
first
right.
thing we're gonna do is we're gonna 86
86.
Marcus Smart. All right, Marcus Smart. We're also gonna give you the FU Marcus Smart. Okay, FU Marcus Smart, and then we're gonna tell you we're gonna add to this
Put
FU
smart-
Fugly. You're fugly.
Fugly.
You're
Smart
fugly.
ass. Smart ass.
Smart ass Marcus Smart. You're done. You're dead to us, Marcus Smart. You're dead to us. You're ugly.
Bye,
okay?
Marcus.
Marcus Smart, you're ugly. And
Your play
get
was
yourself
ugly.
a PR team. Get yourself a little bit of couth. You could have said anything.
He could have said all women are beautiful.
Yeah,
You could have gotten out of
There's
that.
no
Easily.
wiggled your way out of that, but you couldn't wait to shit
You know
on
what's
Memphis.
you know what's crazy? And of course, Chandler Parsons, who cannot wait to he cannot wait to
Parsons.
jump in.
Before we talk about
and trash talk Memphis
before we talk
anytime
about
he gets-
Parsons, let's get Marcus Smart's stat lines real quick.
Please do.
We gave you $21 million a year. First year you played 20 games, averaged 14 and a half and 4. Second year you played 34 games, you averaged
yeah.
9 and 3. Then you played 19 games. You robbed us, Marcus Smart. You were a bum.
Unbelievable.
Terrible.
Speaking of bums, though,
Speaking of bums, speaking of robbery, imagine this is Chandler Parsons blows my mind. He really does.
probably
Imagine
blows a lot more than your mind.
Imagine robbing somebody and getting away with it, and then taking every chance you can to publicly shame the franchise
Yeah.
and the city you robbed.
That's right. That's right. He does it.
He should be thanking us.
He's roasting the fans.
And I understand like the fans are probably give him a lot of crap all the time, but at some point, Who does he think is, why do you think they're mad at you? Because you crippled a franchise by coming here under false pretenses.
That was Mark Cuban's.
You knew you were wrong.
Mark Cuban's best deal ever,
Sure
arguably.
was.
And I think it was with my buddy Chris Wallace. I don't want to.
It sure was.
There was no medical exam.
Listen.
Who does that?
Listen.
Pays millions of dollars for no medical exam.
Here's a star that year.
Here's the thing.
That's it.
If somebody offered me with, I would have been diagnosed with Chandler Parsons' knees.
No.
Mine are done as well. But if somebody offered to pay me $94 million to come try to play basketball, believe me, I would take it.
Yeah.
And I would try. And then when that fans got mad at me for it, I would be like, I'm sorry, guys, I tried. And then be done with it.
Yeah.
He is never done with it.
No,
he
he's
just
always got something to
continues
say.
to like try to pile on and talk crap on Memphis when he should just be, thank you so much, Grizzlies. I
love this city.
I robbed you, and I tried my best, and sorry. And that's it.
Wouldn't you love this city if you were him?
He like came out agreeing with Marcus Smart. Like that's the problem with this guy.
He's a troll.
He's
a troll.
You know, let's run through numbers since we're talking about great Memphis basketball players. Never played more than 19 games. Averaged 6 points, 7.7 points. You basically on average made $3.8 million a point.
That's
on average
ridiculous.
for the money you made.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So of course you could afford to be flying Instagram models into town and doing better than the Memphis women, I guess. But again, I challenge you to come to Memphis.
Again.
We'll take you out for a night or two, and I will show you.
Both of you.
Either
you.
one of, and the thing is neither one of you could probably pull any of them.
I can't call Chandler ugly.
He's got $94 million. He might be able to.
Chandler's not ugly. We can call him a lot. But
Yes.
Marcus, you're fugly.
Yeah,
But
he
the
is.
thing about Chandler, do you remember that one kid? It went viral. He met him in a sushi place. And he said, "Hey, will you pose for a video with me?" And he goes, and they're taking the video, and the kid's like, "Tell him why you suck, Chandler." Or something. Do you remember that when he got flamed? I love that, man.
That's why he hates us because we got over on.
We need to dig that up.
Ultimately, we
He
won.
definitely got a lot of hate from Memphis fans, but I feel like rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
But he would go to Cancun. He called it Cancun.
Cancun.
He'd charter
Yeah.
a jet instead of sitting on the bench and earning your $94 million.
Yeah.
You're going to Cancun and you're taking pictures.
He did nothing to ingratiate himself to the city in a franchise who was making him a very, very rich person, and of which he was crippling their success.
Yeah.
It's not like they just had extra, like there's no salary cap and we gave him a bunch of money, but like, oops, it didn't work. We'll just go get somebody else. He was the missing piece.
That's right.
Yeah.
They gave him the money to get the Grizzlies over the edge.
Yeah, stretch wing and
And
could shoot the ball. He was the next great white
When
hope.
he knew that he couldn't play.
Yeah.
And so, again, I would take $90 million too, even if I knew I couldn't play. But when people would be mad at me about it, you just have to like eat it.
Yeah.
Just take it. And then eventually it'll go away. And then why he continues to pile on Memphis when he's the villain here. Not the people of
Constant
Memphis.
injuries.
He's the robber.
Limited games of bum.
It drives me crazy.
He did more to the division of the races in Memphis than anything else has ever happened in this city.
That's a great point. And you never hear
He
big.
made me hate white people.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Chandler Parsons.
I too hate
Way to
white
wave the
basketball
flag.
players now.
Yeah. Could have been Jay Will. Instead, you're a bum.
So I fight against all
Fight
this.
them both.
I'll fight both of them.
Fight 'em both.
And this like blasphemy
go.
they're talking.
Let's go.
Memphis has beautiful women.
And Anthony Edwards, let's not
women.
forget him. We talked about him
Yeah.
a couple episodes
Yeah.
ago. Same thing.
Yeah, bed bugs.
Bed bugs.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Shit in the hotel beds, all that. Just
Anthony
go to hell,
Edwards.
Anthony
Yeah.
Edwards.
Everybody's just taking. Memphis is having a rough season, and they're just now everybody's taking
are.
their opportunities.
Yeah.
They just pile on.
I'm going to quote Will Smith. Keep
somewhere
Memphis out of your mouth.
Keep Memphis out of your mouth.
Keep Memphis out your mouth.
Slap their face.
I love it, Greg.
Let's do it.
There's another former Memphian that was loved to
In
be
the
hated.
news.
Dillon Brooks. You
Yeah.
remember that
Dillon
guy?
the villain.
Dillon the villain.
Dillon
He
the villain.
broke his hand. He's been out. And then he gets picked up in Scottsdale last night on
does.
DUI.
It's always Scottsdale.
Why
a
do
lot
you-
of these guys.
If you make that
Scottsdale's
kind of
my-
money,
Why are you hanging out
Why are
with
you driving?
Why are you driving anywhere?
Why are you
But to
driving?
Scottsdale. But why are you? Yeah, why are you in like old white people
For
are in Scottsdale?
$100,000 a year, you could have a driver /
On
security
retainer.
guard.
You should.
On retainer.
Sit in the back of your Rolls Royce.
And, dude, just
Why are you going to jail for DUI?
pay extra and have him. I bet you live in the back at the guest house.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
It makes
You
no
are
sense.
always on call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will have a driver no matter
Justin
where
Timberlake
I go.
has done this.
I don't understand.
would never make sense.
Even though I don't drink a lot, if I had that kind of money to have a driver anyway, just because I'm lazy.
Take an Uber.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it wanting to drive. You have all this money, you have these awesome cars you've bought, and
Sure.
you want to drive them. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But if there is an ounce of chance that you might have a drink or anything, with that kind of money, why would...
What are you doing?
I mean, a lot of the deterrent of why I feel like a lot of regulars get DUIs because they don't have... I mean, you may... Obviously, when you drink, you make bad decisions anyway, generally. But it's
fair.
You also don't think ahead of time like, hey, I should just pay $100 extra for the night and get
Have
an
a
Uber
driver.
because you're like, that's $100 extra. What is $100
yeah, what do they care?
to an NBA player, to a
Nothing.
guy who's making $60 million this year?
You don't want an Uber in Memphis, though, to be fair. I don't.
There's not a lot of good ones.
No,
Well,
they're
tough.
kind of like what they say about our hotel
We're not a
beds.
good Uber city.
The Uber, no, you're going to
Not a
smell.
Uber city.
You're gonna
It's too
smell-
spread out.
You're going to smell like weed when you get
Yeah.
out of it, whether you do it or not.
The city is too
It's
spread
not-
out.
yeah.
It's a tough. It's,
Hard to get one.
It's not a great Uber town.
kind of smelly and dirty when
Says
you.
that
will
Sarah's
give
going to
that.
pick you up, but Jamal.
Yeah, it's never good. You're like,
and
am I going
Sarah
And Sarah and their kid.
and their kid
are probably all picking you
also
up.
gonna
You're-
pick you
You're
up.
dropping
Fair.
pens to everybody you know just in
You're
case you
sitting
get.
beside a car seat.
Yeah,
You're sharing your
in
location.
between two car seats. It's never
So
good.
no, it's not a great Uber. I will. All
love
the crapping
Memphis.
on Memphis. It's not a great Uber town.
I'll give them that.
I'll give them that. It's
give
not a
them
great.
that
Every nothing good happens when you leave Memphis. I mean, it's like you're at the peak and then you leave Memphis. It's just all downhill.
You know what? I did hear, which is great, and I don't know if y'all heard this. When maybe it was either Anthony Edwards, it was either him or after this Marcus Smart thing. Maybe it was Anthony Edwards. Matt Barnes, who is a former NBA player, also has a pretty popular podcast.
Yeah. 11 girlfriends.
He said, he was like, dude, there's a lot of NBA players that talk crap on Memphis. He goes, and I get it. It's not a great going out town. Like when you're in for it, it's not Miami or Atlanta. You know, these are like, or in LA.
New York.
These are like the cities when you're traveling on the road, you want to go out in. He goes, I get it. It's not that. But I played there. I lived there. Like I bought a place and lived there. And he's like, Memphis is great.
Yeah, he was great.
He's like, it is. He said great things about it. It was like the most realistic view of like, yes, it's not going out club scene like Miami is. Nobody's claiming it's that. But he's like, I live there, and he's like, Memphis is awesome. It's a great place to live.
He won me
loved
over
Matt
with that.
Barnes.
And I was like,
Yeah.
because he bought in. He was like, all right, I'm here, I'm playing, let's go. And I used to not, like, he used to drive me crazy as a player when he was on the other teams. When he became a Grizzly, I was
yeah.
like, I get it
That's the guy you
now.
want.
Yeah.
He one of us.
Yeah.
He's one of us.
He's
with
Memphis.
us.
He's got
And
that
so
Memphis thing too.
so
man. He's one of those guys too. It's interesting. Yeah, you're exactly right. You hate him when he's on the other team,
Yes.
but when he's in your corner,
you
absolutely love him. So, a couple of the NBA guys that I work with a handful. They're right. They're not from here. They'll give me a hard time. They'll text and they'll be like, tonight's a Netflix night. I'm in your town. That's what it is.
Which is fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Whatever. Like
Listen.
Yeah.
There's nights I don't want to go out. in
I've
Memphis.
been out many
Last
ti-
night was one of them. I was like, I'd rather sit at home.
I've been out many times in Memphis, especially in my younger days. I've had a great time.
Yeah.
I've had great times going out of Memphis. If you want to have a good time, there are plenty of places.
Paula Rayford's.
Buddy, there are some unique places in Memphis
Check it out.
that
Yeah.
do not exist anywhere else. If you want to have a great time, you can have it here. It just might be a little tougher to find than just walking down South Beach
Sure.
and being in all these.
Well, here's my pitch to
Fancies.
NBA players. I've got a hidden speakeasy, a members only.
Hey, there we
speakeasy
go.
bar right here in the middle of Memphis.
There we go.
I'll get you a car.
Love it.
You can come here. I got a booth I can close you up in. Come enjoy yourself. I will fill the place with beautiful women for you.
We need to tag them in
Dude,
social. And
See?
Yes.
This exists. You can go out and have a great time
If you want to
here.
come have a great time in Memphis, you hit me up at
Love it.
Bear and Social. Just hit me up on the Instagram, and and I'll get you set up in
I
Memphis.
love
I'll have
this.
the time.
This
of your
is
And
life.
we'll have a driver for you.
We'll have you a driver.
Make
You don't have
sure-
to drink or drive.
Yep.
And I will have the place full of beautiful women or men, whatever your preference.
Whatever you're into.
Chandler Parsons.
Does that go to?
Marcus Smart?
Does that go for your non-NBA friends?
I know,
as
what about your
well, right?
non-NBA friends?
Yes, it does.
Good.
Of course it does.
Good.
Come tonight after whatever you guys are doing. The Grizzlies are hosting a gala tonight, a casino gala, and it's the official after party for that. So
There we
it'll be-
love that.
it'll be
Very
going
cool.
on tonight
Look at
there
you, man.
That's
Barron's.
fantastic.
Very cool,
That's
man.
awesome. Speaking of Dillon Brooks, do y'all kind of miss Dillon?
Big time.
I do.
I do.
Big
Buddy,
time, bro.
I'm like this version of Dillon when he's like he's like, I feel like he's embraced his role of what he is in the pecking order of like who's scoring all the points and taking all the shots. I'll fill in the gaps there. This version of Dillon, buddy, I miss him.
I want wild card Dillon.
He is tough.
Yeah.
He is all up in it. He sets the tone for a team. The Suns are different
Yeah.
because him.
That's right.
He's an enforcer.
And you know he trained up our boy Desmond Bain
Yeah.
pretty well. Have you
Yeah, he
seen the
did.
trolling?
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Desmond
yeah.
Bain? He's throwing balls at people out of bounds. He's in everybody's face. Like that there will be a 30 for 30 on that Grizzlies
I
team
miss
one
that
day.
fight, man. I miss that fight.
That was an incredible team with Ja, Jaren, Dez, and Bain.
Yep.
There's a 30 for there's
should be.
they should have won an NBA
it
championship.
was villainous too.
The dudes who just play hard, like all the mistakes they make, whatever. Playing hard is a skill now, which seems weird, but it is. That's like should be like a thing in 2K. Effort, effort level. Dillon was an effort dude.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
He took way too many shots and did not make enough of them, and kind of had a inflated sense of self. And I say kind of, and I mean all the way had an inflated sense of self. However, he brought an edge
He was an X factor.
that we definitely miss, and it definitely made a difference for the Phoenix Suns. And so I hate that he got himself a Dewey, but also maybe another lesson learned.
There's a guy.
Get a driver.
Yes, and there's a guy right there, Dillon Brooks, who has since left Memphis and had great things to say about it, great
Yes.
things to say about the time.
Yeah.
He could have gone the other way.
100%.
We
because
gave him plenty of reasons.
I think he was mad about them not giving him money.
Yeah.
But like I
Should
think
have paid him.
At the end, I don't think we could have paid him. We didn't have the money to do it. I don't think. And I think in hindsight, it's another one of those things where there are plenty of NBA players who have left Memphis and then came back and they decided to live here.
Yeah.
This is their home.
Yeah.
Because they like Memphis, the city.
Yeah.
So I think it's great that he's now moved on, but also has good things to say about the
And
city.
shout out to him, and we hope you get over it. And
Yeah,
good
get
luck
out.
with
We
that,
hope you
man.
didn't blow. We hope you had a great lawyer. Hope we get off of it.
He didn't blow.
Yeah.
Hit it again.
Oh man.
We're gonna add one of those little symbols over here. There's another artist who's got ties to Memphis through her old boyfriend Justin Timberlake,
does.
Britney Spears. She bought her catalog rights for she sold them. I'm sorry, for like $400 million.
Yeah, like you do.
Then she fired her sober coaches.
Like you do.
She started
Sober
getting
coaches.
She started getting naked on the internet,
Oh
Like you
yeah.
do.
and then they picked her up last night for a Dewey.
She's still kind of hot in a trashy way, don't you think?
But she'll
Yeah.
stab you.
That's true.
If you're into
That's
that,
kind of hot.
If you're
if you're into
yeah.
that,
Hot.
if you're into that kind of thing,
If you're into getting stabbed.
I'm not necessarily into that, but I
Like-
just
well, you don't
She's kinda
know.
got that
Until,
little-
you don't know. You don't
try
know
it.
until you. Yeah, don't knock it until you try it. All right.
There are cutters and stabbers, and she's a stabber, I think.
Cutters. Maybe you can survive. You stab through the kidney.
what
is-
about I might be a grazer.
A grazer.
Yeah.
Just barely break the skin.
No blood. No blood.
That is, buddy, I don't even know what to do. I'll be honest, I'm surprised. Is this the first for her?
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised by that. Except
good
maybe
point.
she's had a driver all this time.
She definitely has had a driver in security. She shook them. She got on that Adderall.
I don't
apparently,
think there is ever a time that Britney Spears should be operating heavy machinery.
Oops, I did it again.
Yeah.
I was
man.
really
Hit me,
trying
baby,
to
one more
there you
time.
go. I was really trying to find one there.
Yeah.
I just don't. I think that's a bad plan forever.
Yeah.
I think she's past She's, like when you kind of age out of being able to drive a car, like when you're like an elder.
I think you should have to No, I think you should have to retest for your driver's license at a certain age.
Yeah.
I think she maybe has drugged out of it or crazied out of it. I don't think she needs to drive anymore.
R.I.P. Britney Spears.
R.I.P. There are plenty of cases and examples of child stars who have gone crazy. And a lot of them either died from drug overdoses or just didn't make, or are thankfully didn't have social media. So they just eventually disappeared from the public eye and hopefully got their life on track in a normal way. She is the shining example that's in your face all the time of the fame got to her.
Mm-hmm. They say that she was part of this MK Ultra, this conspiracy thing where they control your mind at a young age and do all kinds of crazy.
Here we go. Here we go. They probably stationed these people on the moon.
They probably did. They probably did these tests on the moon.
Some Illuminati stuff,
and that's why we've never been back. Right?
That's why. Have
you seen Cat Williams come out in his special talking about the Illuminati stuff?
No.
He's like, I snuck in there. He's like, I went in there, and he's like, and I found out everything that's going on.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. On a lesser level, it's not to this level, but I think it's like in the Venn diagram of too much success.
Yeah.
Overlap where Britney Spears is like it's all over here.
Right.
I tell you who I think it's affected in a negative manner. Number 12.
Oh.
Old John Morant. I think a lot of this is. A lot of his issues
too young, too early.
Is too he went from a nobody, non-recruited, barely recruited out of high school, to Murray, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
And then
keep preaching.
And he started to get a little notoriety in the NCAA tournament.
Nobody had ever seen a normal guy jump through the rafters of the gym and dunk on people. But
nothing like what happened when he got to the NBA. When that
the ascent
was.
Do you remember what was going on in this city? The buzz in this city when he was dunking on
that
people
level of fame to go from 0 to 10 miles an hour.
And when no one to tell you no,
1,000 miles an hour.
No one telling him no though, right?
And no one to
That's a big part of it.
Your life changes. You go from I could used to be able to go to Perkins to eat dinner or go to the grocery store to now you can't go anywhere, and now. But you feel trapped in your house and the facility to play basketball, and the only interaction now you have with anybody outside of your circle is through the internet, with people saying the most vile, terrible things to you on your Twitter feed or your Instagram feed, and that's all you get. You don't get the everyday random smile. Hey, what's going on? And that's right. Hey, good to see you. Yeah. And that's the end of the interaction. It's just pleasantries, which happen all the time to you and me in this city and around the South and around anywhere, except New York. They're just mean. But, but my everyday existence, you hold the door from somebody, you say, thank you, and that's the end of it. Or you say hello, that's the end of it. Yeah. Hey, good to see you. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's just everyday nice stuff or a nice conversation. When you get that famous, you walk in the place and now there's a mob around you. You can't do anything. And so you're like, well, I would love to go get something to eat, but I've got to call ahead and get a private room, and I can't do that. So just get to-go food, and we'll see you at the house. And now it's just your close circle who are all your yes men because you have all the money. And then you get on Instagram, and people are calling you whatever they're calling you because you didn't play because you're hurt or whatever. Yeah. And that is the negative part of fame.
He throws. I can say who doesn't think the women of Memphis are ugly, and that's John Morant. He throws these kickback parties after every game.
Sure.
I guess you kick back and chill. Yeah. Chill, but it's like an invite only type thing, and he's actually got a recruiter out there.
Love it.
A Ghislaine Maxwell type.
Well, I hope she's better than that. I hope she has a little bit of her standards a little, let's say, higher,
older.
Yeah,
older. Yeah.
Goes out and finds the girls for his parties. So
that's like some David Lee Roth handing out.
Dig that.
Yeah,
that's great. He should do that. I think he is negatively impacted. He's not a child star because he was an adult by the time he got super famous. But he was an adult, and he was young, and it came so fast.
Will he be back this season or next?
No.
He's done. Are we ever going to see John Morant play for the Memphis Grizzlies again?
We will not.
Interesting.
They just announced. He's like, oh, we're going to reevaluate in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Give his elbow.
The season's damn near over.
Bubba, it is.
He's done.
It is done. In like this weird fantasy world, you almost hope they get like a top 3 pick in the draft and they get DeBonsa or whatever. And you're like, and you look at it on paper, you're like, but what if they brought back Edey, DeBonsa? Let's just say DeBonsa, if that's the guy they get.
Sure.
Said. And then John Morant, that's a good and Ty Jerome, and that's a good basketball team.
You can trick yourself into doing it again.
That's like daydreaming. You're thinking like, I mean, he's already on the roster. You don't have to go find him.
Yeah,
you're already paying him. He's already here.
Wouldn't
that be neat?
He'll never be an All-Star again.
Except it's done. It's done. They are not.
That's why I brought the All-Star John Morant jersey. It's RIP to John Morant as an All-Star.
You say that.
Marcus Smart.
Not in Memphis. He won't be. Wherever else he goes, this feels like one of those things of like the guy who gets divorced and he's a bad husband, and then he realizes what he did wrong, and he's like a model husband and dad in his next marriage. He's too good of a player.
He goes to Utah and
he's just too good of a player to like.
So do you want him to do well, or do you want him to be in a bad marriage? In the next?
I'm rooting for him.
Like I don't want to put that on him. I will be lying if I don't say I would be just dying of jealousy and envy of that fan base of like, oh, you got the good John. Sorry, you got the good John Morant. Yeah, I would be. My envy would be out of this world.
Yeah,
like we had him, the guy, the superstar who
There's some good players out we could get in the lottery though.
There are. It's a good draft here.
That Boozer kid.
I love Boozer.
NC State got blown out by Duke. I was at that game.
Good player.
Unbelievable.
Not a superstar.
Just explosive.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
And DeBonsa, I heard DeBonsa's going to do a mission next year and not be in the draft. That seems stupid.
That
right?
is not happening. That is not happening. That's some BYU.
I got AI.
You got BYU AI.
I got AI.
Yeah, AI BYU. That's what that is. That's a different genre of AI. Yeah. AI BYU.
Well, let's pour one out for the homies that are John Morant is an All-Star, Marcus Smart is a Memphis Grizzly, the Memphis basketball season.
Chandler Parsons.
Mine and Chandler Parsons' knees.
And I don't know what this jersey is. Nike was selling. It's pretty cool. I don't know if they're ever going to wear it. I don't know what the hell it is.
That's kind of a dope jersey. I like that.
It is dope. We'll never see him in it, so.
We might as well display it.
Yeah.
We'll wear it.
Well,
we'll wear it.
We'll wear it.
I'm coming to the after party.
Hell yeah. Come, guys. See you at Barron's tonight.
Love it. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm
you
going to
can bring your wife.
She can come. Her. All right. Yeah. Can't wait. We'll get a car.
Does it start after 9 o'clock?
Sure. Whatever you want, Greg.
Oh, man.
So whatever you can make.
It is the after party.
That's tough.
Greg, it's after party. Means it's
I get it.
After the party,
after the party.
I was hoping the party started earlier.
Is it going to be a
R.
rave?
Kelly thing? No, it's not. But we'll do some raving
with MMA fighters again.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
can't wait. All right, we're gonna have better news next time.
Yeah,
I mean,
episode 5 was clickbait.
We were staunch Memphis defenders, though. We're doing our jobs.
Yeah, we're doing our jobs.
We're doing our jobs, and I'm not even. You know what? The good part about that is that I don't even feel like I wasn't like putting on for this.
No,
I believe what
you want to fight. I can feel
the
it.
fight I'm fighting, I believe in it.
I got your back.
Memphis is like our little brother. We can pick on him, but if other people pick on him, we're going to fight.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is.
Exactly right.
We can talk about their Ubers. They can't.
That's right. Don't say a word. Keep your mouth shut.
That's exactly right.
Keep Memphis out your mouth.
We poop in our own hotel rooms.
Yeah. On the sheets. What did he say? There is something and shit.
We got our own bed bugs.
We got our own bed bugs. Don't you talk about our bed bugs. We put our bed bugs
Bugs
there.
and shit, he said.
That's exactly
bugs
right.
and shit. I've never stayed in a hotel room here and had bugs or shit.
Me neither. Me neither, Greg. I've only had good experiences. Well, thank you guys for joining us. You're listening to the Where It's At podcast. My name is J.R. Moore. This is Alex Rasmussen and Greg Graber. We are your hosts, and we are so happy you hung out with us today. We're going to see you next time. Have a great weekend, week, whenever you're listening. Have a great that thing, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.